This local sports report is brought to you by M&T Printing, offering banners, brochures, business cards, and more. Check out their website for a wide range of printed products at mtprint.com.
He is a three-time Pollock Division champion, a playoff MVP, and now Ryley Cribbin is the Ontario Hockey Association Junior C Player of the Year. Ryley joins us now. Congratulations, first of all. What's the feeling for you, Ryley, winning this award?
Oh, it's always nice to be recognized for an award like this, and we had a great year and great couple of years in Mount Forest, and it's nice little topper on the cake. So, no, I'm really excited to be chosen for this award, and thanks for having me on.
You took a little bit of ribbing on social media yesterday from Chase Herford, and I'm going to put the tweet on the screen. This is what Chase Herford had to say. Of course, a former Sutherland Cup champion. Want to make sure we get that in. Herford says, quote, "First player to receive the award with the worst face shield in the league. Congrats, buddy." What do you have to say to Chase?
I don't really know. He's always chirping my posts, and I mean that was a perfect opportunity for him to do it. But yeah, he doesn't really appreciate the space bucket. But you know what? It did its job, and it's good for photos. So
Describe exactly what it is. You called it a space bucket.
that's what everybody else calls it. It's I've heard space bucket. A couple people have chirped it, saying it's more of a paintball mask than a hockey mask. I don't know. I liked it, but apparently it was illegal, so I had to switch to a fishbowl.
It seemed to work. 39 goals in your final season in the PJHL with the Mount Forest Patriots. What did you value most, Ryley, about your experience playing in Mount Forest?
It's overall, it's a great organization. It's super tight knit. I'd say more than a family than anything than a team. We were always together after weekends. Last game of the weekend, we'd always go back to a teammate's house and party. And there was always coaches and everything there. And it was just a super, super tight-knit group. So it was a great place to play for the last 3 years of my junior hockey, 3.5 years. And I won't ever forget it.
How are you better off for the Mount Forest experience? You're a young guy, you start there a little over 3 years ago. How are you a different player and person? Because these junior hockey teams are about development, not only on the ice, but off the ice as well.
I think definitely confidence-wise. I mean, I wouldn't say I lack confidence at all, but the first couple of years in junior B it was definitely a bit tougher coming in the first couple of years of junior, and going to Mount Forest definitely helped me with just my overall game, and I got lots of ice time and lots of looks for power play and stuff like that. So it definitely made me more of a full hockey player, and confidence wise, it helped a lot.
To go out there and have 39 goals and 86 points in your final season is a credit to you, and not only your skill set, but the hard work that you put into it. What are some of the highlights for you as you think back? Obviously, 3 Pollock Division championships would come to mind right away, but playing hockey, junior hockey, there's so much more to it, right? And there's so many different things that go on. When you sort of reflect back, what comes to mind right away as the highlights or the best points for you, Ryley?
I'd say for sure the first year we won, it was we came in as a pretty big underdog, and I was just coming back from junior B, so it was a bit of a big change for me. The game's a little bit different going from the Gouge to the Pollock, so we were not expected to even win the first series against Mitchell, and they were up 3-0. And then after we came back from that, I'd say that was probably the biggest highlight. The guys still talk about it at practice and at every game. Coming back from 3-0, winning that, and then jumping right into the Walkerton series and beating them. They were a pretty big team for the last 10 years, and beating them and winning the first Pollock that Mount Forest had won in a long time was pretty exciting. So I'd say that.
Who are the best teammates? Or some of the boys that, you think about, you create lifelong friends when you play junior hockey, right? And obviously they can never take those championship rings away from you guys winning as you did. Who are some of the guys, maybe it was line mates or just people that that you're going to be friends with for a really long time because of your junior hockey experience?
Well, obviously you talked about Chase, and we've been buddies since we were super young, but it was great getting to play half a year with him. And won't forget that. But in Mount Forest, Butchie, obviously, we've been lifelong friends pretty much too, but it was great to play with him. And the first year we won, when Holty came back, that was pretty cool. He only stayed for the couple playoff series there, but he was a great teammate. Ryan Mick, we're still a pretty good buddy, so it was great to play with him. And obviously the guys that are still in Mount Forest, like Steph and Berkey and all the other guys that have been playing there for the last couple of years. Honestly, all the teammates in Mount Forest, they're all great guys, and pretty much all of us are great buddies. So
Speak to the passion the coaches have in Mount Forest, because the coaches are the leaders and they're the ones that, get you ready for those, tough playoff situations and those tough playoff games. What can you say about that part of the process in terms of development and the coaches they've got in Mount Forest?
Well, obviously, Trenner, he left to go to St. Mary's. He's doing a great job there, but he was a great coach to have started off there. All the coaches we've had, Canner now, the head coach, none of them like to lose, and they always spark the boys no matter if we're on a 10-game winning streak or we've lost a couple in a row. They always got the boys going, and I think that was a big part of it. And they were always close with the guys too. They weren't just coaches, so we could always talk to them about anything we needed to, and they were friends as well as coaches. So
I know you don't go into a season thinking about personal awards, right? You go into it thinking about, winning a championship, winning a potential Schmalz Cup championship. But what does it mean to you? What's it like? Put it in perspective for me. To win an award like this takes elite skill and a lot of talent. And I think, again, it's just a great compliment to you and all you've done, and just a nice way to cap off your junior hockey career.
Yeah, for sure. Can't complain by any means, but having great players around, Butchie coming back, and obviously Steph and Berkey helping out. And our power play this year was a lot better than past years, so that helped. But yeah, it's obviously, like I said, icing on the cake. And after 5 years of junior, it's nice to be recognized for an award like this. But obviously, the players around help a lot. So.
We don't know what's next for you, but a lot of people along the way had an impact on you, made a difference in your life, right? To get you through this junior career. Let's not focus on the future. Let's focus on the people right now that made a difference tangibly in your life to give you this amazing experience of playing hockey for the last, 15 years or so. Who are they, Ryley, and who would you like to give your shout outs to?
First off, I'd like to shout out Rob Nixon, Roop, GM of Mount Forest. He's a GM, but he's super close with all the guys, and like I said before, he's a friend to everybody. He helped along the way. Mike Fisher, he's the one who brought me to Mount Forest, and I'm grateful he put a lot of work into that, and it ended up being a pretty good career at Mount Forest, so shout out to him. And Canner, obviously, and Trent coming in as head coaches in Mount Forest. They did a great job, and they gave me a lot of responsibility on the team, and I think that helped me excel in Mount Forest. So shout outs to all those guys.
He is the OHA Junior C Player of the Year. That's Ryley Cribbin. Congratulations on a great junior career. Appreciate you joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.